Jai Hind children. Let us learn the next subheading, endomembrane system, under chapter 8, cell, the unit of life. The functions of some of the organelles. What are called cell organelles? The living structures which are present in the cell cytoplasm are commonly called as cell organelles. They are coordinated, so working together. They are commonly called as endomembrane system. So, the functions of some organelles are coordinated. They are together called as endomembrane system. Example, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes and vacuoles. The functions of the mitochondria, chloroplast and peroxisomes are not coordinated with the above components. These are not considered as part of endomembrane structures. Let us see one by one. So the first example, that is endoplasmic reticulum. It is nothing but network-like structures. They are scattered in the cell cytoplasm. Usually, they have a connection with the nucleus. So, they are continuous with outer membrane of the nucleus. Luminal compartment inner to the endoplasmic reticulum. Extraluminal compartment, that is outer to the endoplasmic reticulum. Example, cytoplasm. There are present two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum and another one, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. In case of rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are usually attached on its surface. So, the surface of this type of endoplasmic reticulum is usually rough. These rough endoplasmic reticulum actually involved in the synthesis of proteins. So, ribosome is the site of protein synthesis. So, these structures, that means the rough endoplasmic reticulum, that is indirectly linked with the synthesis of different types of proteins. The next type, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosome is not present, so its surface is usually smooth, hence called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum involved in the synthesis of, that means preparation of lipids and steroid hormones. In animal cells, lipid-like steroidal hormones are synthesized in smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, you can see it's a location of nucleus here surrounded by cytoplasm. It is the nuclear pore. Usually this rough endoplasmic reticulum having connection with the nuclear pore. Two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum and another one that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. If ribosome is attached on the surface, that is generally called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum, which is devoid of ribosomes, we commonly call that as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The next example of endomembrane system, that is Golgi apparatus, commonly called Golgi complex. It is first observed by the scientist Camillo Golgi in the year of 1898. It consists of, that is the Golgi apparatus consists of many flattened sac-like structures arranged parallelly. So these flattened sac-like structures are generally called as cisternae. They have two phases. One is the cis phase, facing nucleus, that is the forming phase, that is newly formed Golgi apparatus. The next phase, that is the trans phase or maturing phase, mature one, facing the outer surface of the cell, that means towards the periphery. So scientist believes that you can see small swellings on either side of the cisternae. Scientists believed that from this space, this region is pinched off to form vacuoles, and from the vacuoles there form vesicles. These vesicles are usually stored with secretory substances. So generally they are having packaging of materials, that means stored products, or these substances may be stored, then it will be delivered to the intracellular target organs or secreted and transported outside the cell. It is the main site of formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids. So Golgi complex appear in three forms. One, that is cisternae. The other two stages, vacuoles and vesicles. Vesicles are usually smaller in size when compared to the vacuoles. So in many cases they store materials may be transmitted from endoplasmic reticulum. So their functions are usually coordinated. A number of proteins synthesized by ribosomes on the endoplasmic reticulum are modified in the cisternae of Golgi apparatus before they are released from its tones phase. Golgi apparatus is the important site of formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids. The next example of endomembrane system, that is lysosomes. The lysosomes are commonly called suicidal bags. Lysosomes are membrane-bound vesicles. This vesicle, here it is surrounded by a membrane. Hence, lysosomes are membrane-bound vesicular structure formed by the Golgi apparatus. So, we can see secretory vesicles. So, scientists believe that it may formed from the Golgi apparatus. These vesicles contain number of hydrolytic enzymes, that means digestive enzymes. They are commonly called hydrolases. Example, lipases, proteases, carbohydrases, etc. Lipases are the enzymes helps in the digestion of lipids. Proteases are the enzymes helps in the digestion of proteins. Carbohydrases are the enzymes helps in the digestion of carbohydrates. As a result, lipids are converted into fatty acids and glycerol. Proteins are converted into amino acids. Carbohydrates are converted into glucose. These all enzymes, that means digestive enzymes, are active in acidic pH. Acidic pH means pH is below 7. These lysosomes are generally called suicidal bags. Why they are called so? If there is no food for the lysosome, it digests all cell organelles present in that cell itself. We know lysosome is one of the cell organelle present in a cell. If the lysosome is not getting food for itself, it digests all the other cell organelles present in the cell. Hence, the lysosomes are commonly called suicidal bags. The next example under endomembrane system, that is vacuoles. Vacuoles are membrane-bound space in the cytoplasm. We have already studied in lower classes about plant cell and animal cell. In case of plant cell, large space is usually occupied by the vacuole. So, very close to the nucleus, in case of plant cell, a large vacuole is present. So, the nucleus is usually pushed toward the cell wall of the plant cell. That means the nucleus is present towards the periphery because of the presence of large vacuole at the center. The number of vacuoles are less in case of plant cells, but they are large. In case of animal cells, the vacuoles are small in size but more in number. So, in case of plant cell, the vacuole is bounded by a single membrane called tonoplast. So, this is the vacuole. It is surrounded by a single membrane. That single membrane which surrounds the vacuole is commonly called tonoplast. The vacuole, it occupies up to 90% of the cell volume. Tonoplast transport materials into the cell. Mainly two different vacuoles. They are observed in case of amoeba like unicellular organism. So one is the contractile vacuole. These contractile vacuole help in excretion and osmoregulation. Suppose the amoeba which is living in water, we know the plasma membrane which is selectively permeable. Concentration of water in the surrounding medium is high. So via the plasma membrane, always the water enters into the body of amoeba. The extra water present in the body of amoeba is collected by a large vacuole that is called contractile vacuole. When the vacuole is filled with water, it moves towards the plasma membrane. Then it bursts and remove the extra water. That is what it is given. This contractile vacuole helps in osmoregulation. By the same time, it also helps to remove the excretory waste materials. Another a type of vacuole which is present in amoeba, that is the food vacuole. The food vacuole helps in digestion of food materials. After the food enters into the food vacuole, digestive enzymes are secreted in the food vacuole, helps in the digestion of food. After digestion, the waste materials are eliminated. The energy is utilized by the amoeba. Once again children, vacuoles are membrane bound space which is present in the cell cytoplasm. In case of plant cells, vacuole is bounded by a single membrane that is called tonoplast. So, a single membrane which surrounds or bounds the vacuole is the tonoplast. It occupies 90% of the cell volume. This tonoplast transport materials into the cell. There are two types of vacuoles observed in case of amoeba. One is contractile vacuole and another one is food vacuole. Contractile vacuole helps in excretion and osmoregulation. Food vacuoles helps in the digestion of food materials. In plants, the tonoplast facilitates the transport of a number of ions and other materials against concentration gradients into the vacuole. Hence, their concentration is significantly higher in the vacuole than in the cytoplasm. Tonoplast, the single membrane boundary of the vacuole of plant cells is called tonoplast. Once again children, the single membrane boundary of the vacuole of plant cell is called tonoplast. Children, hope you understood completed portions. If you have any doubt, call me and clear your doubt. Thank you, children.